here officially representing the city of Vancouver, but I'm also here as a book lover, as a history lover, as the liaison to the public library as of yesterday. Thank you, Mayor Robertson. As someone who has the encyclopedia as well as this, and as someone who's a liaison to the heritage community. So this is a project near and dear to my heart. I'm also the co-chair of Vancouver 125. We just held our last committee meeting earlier tonight, and we talked about the book and how proud we are that this is one of the very, very important legacy items from the Vancouver 125 project, which was a massive project that was undertaken very quickly once we found out that we had federal funding. So couldn't be prouder. We proclaimed Chuck Davis Day in October of 2010, shortly before he passed away, and that was an honor, and I think this really is the proclamation of Chuck Davis Day right here. But because I'm someone who always likes to look for a bit of fun, I went through the book and I looked for some things that bear certain relevancies to our world here today in the city of Vancouver. So I noticed that, for instance, in July of 1886, which was 3 months after our incorporation, there was a bylaw limiting the speed of bicycles to 8 miles per hour. So things don't change. In 1893, Fire Hall 3 got a horse-drawn hose wagon, but no horses. Things don't change. In 1918, the first traffic cops were introduced. In 1919, we had our first peace march. In 1923, radio was used for the first time in a mayoral campaign. And as former Mayor Sam Sullivan will tell you, it's used a great deal now in mayoral campaigns. 1927, you could get a downtown furnished apartment for $45 to $80 per week. Those were the days. In 1930, there was a lobby to get a traffic light at Main and Kingsway. They succeeded. In 1937, the first woman was elected to council. I like that one. 1946, the first parking meter. 1954, the Sylvia Bar opened. I was there last night celebrating the new park board inauguration. 1976, the first Greek days. Now, I immigrated to this place from the States, and I immigrated in 1984. So I looked up the date closest to an immigration date. And without knowing who was going to be here tonight, I found the following. February the 3rd, which is the day before I entered the country, 1984, Mayor Mike declared Dal Richards Day. So, there you go. In 1993, we started the Heritage Plaque program. In 1994, we modernized some of our history with the Slam City Jam being started. And in 2002, relevant to tonight and the parking problems that you may have had if you drove downtown tonight, the Queen dropped the puck. So this book is relevant today in so many ways. It teaches us that things, while they change, really don't change that much at all. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you to all of you who helped to bring this book to fruition. It is a great honor for us as a city to have this, and a great honor to celebrate Chuck this way. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. I should point out that even though our warehouse is sold out of copies of the book, those books are all in the stores, and you should still be able to get copies in most stores for the next very short while. And just to make sure you get one, some of the very last remaining copies are over here on the side of the room. So during the break, after the speakers, you're welcome to go over there. Unfortunately, we can't offer autographed copies. I'd like now to call on our next speaker, a man who helped very much with the process of putting the book out, and but is here mostly because he was a very long and dear friend of Chuck Davis, Mr. Rick Anthony.